there! We are teachers from the Department of Education, Region 10, Division of Misamis Oriental, and we are taking up Strategic Thinking and Innovation Course 1 of SEAMEO Innotech with our flexible learning tutor, Dr. Lilibeth Taa. In this video, we will be discussing the external factors that has affected our respective schools and the changing education parameters brought about by the pandemic. We hope that you can gain some insights with what we will share with you. I am Mildred A. Baang, Master Teacher 1 of Villanueva Senior High School, located at San Martin, Villanueva, Province of Misamis Oriental. Villanueva Senior High School was established in the year 2016 and has been catering the students who wish to specialize in humanities and social sciences or HUMSS, technical, vocational, and livelihood, specializing in ICT, SEAMEO, and EIM. With only 30 students enrolled at the beginning of this establishment, the school now has more than 400 learners from both grades 11 and 12. Even during the pandemic, the school's enrollment still increased compared to the previous year when there were still face-to-face classes. This is perhaps because of the flexible learning setup that the Department of Education has pushed through for education to continue despite the difficulties and limitations brought about by the pandemic. The school has also participated in the implementation of the limited face-to-face classes once it has been granted by the Division Office and the DILG the safety seal. The school thoroughly prepared for the limited face-to-face classes based on the guidelines prescribed by the IATF. The teachers had to restructure the classrooms, provided alcohol and other disinfectants, and remove the excess chairs, save 15 for each class. A lot of posters, markings, and reminders were posted for the students to observe the health protocols. Moreover, several materials and supplies were purchased by the school to comply with the minimum health standards so it could be awarded the School of Safety or the Seal of Safety. The chairs were arranged 1.5 meters apart and group work were not allowed during the sessions. The learners who took part in the limited face-to-face classes, I believe, benefited from it because the lessons were explained to them in person and they were able to ask questions and clarifications to the teacher and be given immediate answers and feedback. One student has mentioned that he often did not answer some exercises in the module or activity sheets before because he did not understand the lesson or the instructions were not that clear to him, and that it is a good thing that he joined the limited face-to-face classes so he will be able to ask questions and have a true understanding of the lessons. With the implementation of the limited face-to-face classes, we see a glimpse of what the new educational landscape will be. This is truly now the new normal in education that we need to embrace and accept with arms wide open. There are several factors that affect the changing education parameters. And in my opinion, it is the adaptability and the responsiveness of the people inside the school and the community that has a great impact. A school leader always must have a vision as to what direction he or she wants to take the school. But without the help of the teachers, the students, the community, and other stakeholders, everything will be at a standstill. All the actions and plans of the school leader will affect everybody in the school and the community. Thus, it is of utmost importance that the school leader must see if the stakeholders of the school are willing to adapt to the changes that have been brought about by the pandemic. Did the school leader consult the faculty members of the struggles and triumphs that they went through? Did he talk to the students or the parents about their experiences during the pandemic and how it has accepted the education setup? Has he or she tapped public and private entities to help in restoring the sense of normalcy in the school now that the restrictions have slowly eased? Are those around you willing to adapt and be responsive to the changes happening? Are those around you willing to embark on a journey towards the new normal education? These are, I believe, some questions that a school leader must answer. In Villanueva Senior High School, the administration, faculty, and staff has tried to answer all of these questions and took steps to ensure a breakthrough and positive response from the community and its other stakeholders, and has tried to optimistically respond to the challenges of the times. With that, the school now accepts the fact that education will never be the same. Despite this, we are ready to face the unknown because we know that we are not alone and that many will hold our hand as we venture to the new normal education and beyond. Once again, this is Miljer Baang of Villanueva Senior High School, Villanueva South District, Division of Misamis Oriental, Region 10. Thank you very much.
Hi, I am Rabijoy Elio of Don Fernando Jacinto Elementary School, District of Villanueva South, Province of Misamis Oriental. Don Fernando Jacinto Elementary School offers a complete elementary education including kindergarten. It is a medium-sized school that caters to more than 600 learners. Don Fernando Jacinto Elementary School continuously adapts to the changes in the educational system. The school enthusiastically participated from modular distance learning to the limited face-to-face classes just to ensure that education continues despite the challenges brought by the pandemic. Several factors have affected our school during the pandemic, one of which, in my opinion, is the socio-economic status of the parents of the learners. We have known that parental socio-economic status is a multifaceted concept that is particularly relevant to our learners' growth, development, health, and education. In the context of our school, the parents' income cannot suffice the needs of the learners. They don't have any gadgets to be used in researching important concepts in their modules. Having an internet connection for their children is not a priority at all. They also don't have smartphones or any devices to be used in recording and sending videos for their performance tasks. What is harder is the fact that some learners did not anymore prioritize face-to-face classes because some of them are already working to have extra income for their families. It is sometimes sad to note that those who attended face-to-face classes are also still those who did well in the modular distance learning. Regardless of all those challenges that affected our school, the teachers are still eager to reach out to the learners and parents by doing home visitations and providing alternative activities that the learners may need to do. The school community is still committed to provide education to the learners by any means as we embrace the challenges in the new normal of our education system. It is assured that we will never get tired of doing our best for our learners and community. Thank you, and may God bless us all.
Good day, I'm Graciela de la Serna of Mandahilag National High School. One of the common external factors that has affected our school in the course of the pandemic is the receptive attitude and engagement of parents towards modular distance learning. We can't deny the fact that when COVID-19 broke out and became a pandemic, its threat has taken a heavy toll on almost everything, and the educational system is one that has been greatly affected. The sudden shift has brought a lot of distress and veered what was considered normal into a quite challenging way of living. Mandahilag National High School is a small school with less than 200 enrollees, wherein most of the learners belong to the low socioeconomic status household, so it would be difficult for them to acquire gadgets like smartphones or laptops and even electronic devices like smart televisions or radio. Aside from that, the internet accessibility is poor in most areas, so it won't be feasible to have a class online. For this reason, of all the learning delivery modalities offered by DepEd, Mandahilag National High School opted for the modular distance learning where students can use the printed SLMs or self-learning modules. This kind of setting has given parents and guardians a lot of pressure, since even though this is the best way to keep their children safe, but it can disrupt their time. Most of them are working daily, and some are very busy trying to make ends meet, and having to collect or return the modules on weekly basis, plus the fact that they have to assist their children in answering them, could mean a whole lot of sacrifice. Some parents are poor in numeracy and literacy skills, and some of them were not able even to graduate elementary school. So it would be a hassle and nerve-wracking for them to teach what they don't know. It can't be avoided that there are complaints from parents, but since it was government mandated, then it's something that they can do nothing about. As teachers, we tried our best to collaborate with parents, assuring them of our full support through constant monitoring and follow-up. We also send them digital learning resources such as video clips, video presentation, or even printed materials that will help the students understand their lessons fast. It's been almost 3 years, and parents started to get used to what is called the new normal. They were able to cope with the challenges and even surpass them. Now, with DepEd launching the limited face-to-face and hopefully the full implementation of face-to-face classes, it gives a sort of hope to parents and guardians that once again they can entrust their children to the ones deemed reliable and dependable for the betterment of their children's education.
A pleasant day to everyone, especially to our flexible learning tutor, Doc Lilibeth Taa. I'm Edith Sitcher of Kalingagan Elementary School, District of Villanueva North, Division of Misamis Oriental. Our school is 7 kilometers away from our district. One of the external factors that affect in our school is the economic status. Economic status was among the factors that has negatively impacted our school during the COVID-19 was food insecurity. Majority of our parents in our school are farmers while others are involved in local small trading business. When COVID-19 hit worldwide, many were restricted to go out to work to earn a living, including farmers. This led to a domino effect, meaning no work, no pay, and no food for the family. Due to this pandemic, access to food was threatened, and this may contribute to the rise of malnutrition and unhealthier lifestyle among school children. Now, the question is, does the brain work better on an empty stomach? The obvious answer is no. Food is not only for physical energy, but it helps with the brain power. Pupils became less motivated to continue the learning lesson. Lack of food was impacting their focus and memory, and concentrating on studying has become impossible to do.